Thursday, welcome back to the sewing room. My wrap dress in a day project was successful and you'll be seeing that on Saturday. I just need to edit, well, I've edited some of the footage, I just need to do like the twirls, the wrap up, and then the voiceovers and chatty bits, so that will all get filmed on Friday. I currently have all of my trim out because I have decided that I predominantly want to use this part of the trim as edging trim, so I'm going to have to snip off each and every single little circle, and I have tested it and it does work and it doesn't fall apart. So there's going to be a lot of prep work because there is a lot of trim that needs to go into this. It's going to look amazing, it really is, and I have the trim because, as I say, I have 9 rolls of each of these which had 7 meters in each, so that's 7 times 9, 63 meters, and then I can double that because the trim is on both sides, so that's 126 meters of trim. That should be more than enough for this dress. It might not be though, so we will see. But I think what I'm going to do is sit and get one of these cut off so I can start the bodice, because I want trim to go round the yoke piece at the front, I think underneath the waist, like underneath the bust, and then underneath the waistband, I think. I'm not 100% sure on that yet, and on the hem of the cuffs, and I want to try some shearing on the sleeves. My goal for today is to try and get the bodice done. The skirt is going to be a much longer process because it's going to be a tiered and gathered skirt, and whilst making that's going to be fairly simple, and there is a tutorial for one of those up here, exactly the same dress in fact. The difference is that I need the trim to be ready to put on, and yeah, it's going to be interesting. It is going to be interesting. So I think I'm going to sit and just cut one of these pieces apart so that I have a layer of trim ready for the bodice, and we'll see how that goes, and that is my goal for today, to get that done. Fingers crossed I can achieve this.
6.5 hours later.
I have been working all morning and I have got most of the bodice done. I've just got a sleeve over here and a sleeve attached there, and that's just because of the way that the skirt gets attached and the insides get finished. First time shearing, quite like it. Not sure about the ruff. Maybe might try and add some more shearing to the bottom, although doing that in the round, I'm not sure how easy that's going to be, but I'm not sure about, I like the little ruff on the bottom, but we shall see. I'll put it on, and it's something I can change later if I want to. So I've got the drawstring to make for the eyelet lacing up at the front, and then I also ended up with this piece left over, which I could cut one hair scrunchie out of, or I could turn it into a tie. It's not, the fabric actually isn't that wide. I think it's only 100 and, I don't know, it's 150 wide. This might be good for like a belt or a tie. We shall see, because I'm not sure if I'm going to add the lacing or the details to the waist, because I usually wear these dresses with belts. We shall see. Again, that's something I can add last, and if I want to or not. So anyway, I need to get this made, so let's get that done next.
A few moments later.
I've got the little fiddly bits done and they're just up there waiting to be pressed, but I am going to call it a day for today. It's about 5 o'clock and I'm going to go to the cinema this evening. I have no idea what I'm going to watch though. Bullet Train, DC Super Pets, possibly Thor Love and Thunder again, not sure. First two I haven't seen yet, so probably one of those, to be honest. Haven't been to the cinema for over 10 days, so time to go again and use my Cineworld card. Must get money's worth out of it, because didn't use it for the first 5 months of the year. Right, so I will call it a night with you guys. I hope you've enjoyed the tiny little bit I filmed today. I have a feeling it's not very much, so I'm going to film tomorrow as well and put the video out in the afternoon, well, early evening for you guys. But I'm really liking how this dress is coming out. I think it's going to be very pretty. Hey peeps, happy Thursday. It's the afternoon. I've had a very lazy start to the morning. Did not sleep well last night. Bad dreams yet again, but never mind, never mind. Come down to fondle with the fabric. I have, one of my patches has arrived. I am loving it, and I have quite a few patches. I'm still waiting on my 2 TVA time variant or authority croaky, and then the ones that the very lovely Erica Lee had let me have sent to her because they wouldn't send them outside of the States, and they're coming over. So I've got 4 more coming, but then my geeky jacket of dreams will be happening, so that can go into the geeky fabric stash. I've also got the fly zips for the lander pants. I am committing to these. I bought this colourway because this was the only thing that they had available, and it will work really well for the kind of like khaki sagey green denim that I've got. It might be a bit dark for the emerald green, but the sage green is my wearable muslin. So and the whole point of fly front trousers is that the fly is completely hidden, so I'm hoping that the colour will work. I also went for an inch longer zip than the pattern recommends because Rachel, when she made hers, mentioned to me that getting them over her hips for her waist size was problematic because the opening wasn't quite long enough to account for the wideness of hips for the smallness of waist ratio, and I have the same issue. So I've gone for an inch longer than the pattern recommends, so hopefully these will work. I went to see Bullet Train last night, and oh my goodness, that was hilarious. It is very graphic, it is very violent, so if that is not your thing then I don't recommend it, but it was absolutely hilarious, like laugh out loud funny. The cinema that I was in was quite a small one, so it was, and it's a fairly new movie. I think it's only just out this week, and so we were sat quite close together, but the people behind me and the people in front of me were actually laugh out loud laughing as well quite frequently. So yeah, if that kind of film is your thing, then highly recommend it. Highly recommend it. And Cineworld are doing a thing that if I use my Cineworld pass, I get a free gift for the next time I go. So I've got myself a free regular drink the next time I go. I had a free popcorn for this time, but I don't like popcorn, so I didn't indulge in that one. Also, having painted my nails for the first time in years and grown them long, I have managed to crack this one right down at the nail bed, and it's so annoying. I've tried to kind of put some nail glue on it to fix it, and it kind of worked, but I have cut apart a tea bag and I'm going to use the tea bag trick that I learnt. So kind of make a tiny little patch out of this, use the nail glue and hopefully hold that on. And I might, next time I go into town, go and get my nails have like a gel overlay put over them so that they're stronger, because I love them this length, but that does mean that they are prone to breaking, and I don't like it when that happens. It makes my skin crawl, and yeah, literally as far down as you can break this one I have, which is a bugger, but never mind. I did this once before, ages ago, when I was daily waffling, like 2 or 3 years ago, and someone commented that like they came here for the sewing, not for me fixing my nails with a tea bag, and it was just like, the daily waffles are literally that. It does what it says on the tin. It is my life, and that was what was happening in my life at the time, which I pointed out to that commenter. And yeah, I'm now bringing up that again because same things happen. So I'm gonna try and fix my nail with some tea bags. Let's see if it works. If not, I'm going to have to chop them all off, but never mind, they'll grow back. I had a comment the other day about my glasses hiding my eyeballs and how it was distracting. Somebody commented previously to that my eyelashes were distracting, and this person's commenting that my eyeglasses are distracting because they can't see my eyelashes because I'm hiding behind them. I just want to say thank you very much to Rachel Lynn for your replies. It was very kind of you. I've actually deleted that comment and blocked the user because, as I stated in one of my hangouts, I am not going to be tolerating any kind of negative criticism about my personal physical appearance. I have to wear glasses. I can't see without them. I haven't had contact lenses for years because I don't like wearing them. I used to have to wear them when I worked at Playboy because they preferred contact lenses over glasses, but I don't have to wear contact lenses anymore, and I prefer glasses, so I wear my glasses. I am fully aware when I'm editing that sometimes the light reflects off of them and sometimes they do kind of obscure my eyes, but that's one of the reasons I go for the length of lashes that I do, so that you can sort of see them behind my glasses. Believe me, I have tried on every single style of frame out there, and this style suits me best. And I don't want to go for a bigger round one that would help you to see my eyes better, because I don't like how that looks on me. So this is what you're gonna get. And I'm sorry if it's distracting, but I like being able to see. When I used to film the videos at the beginning, I would set everything up, take my glasses off, film blind for a lot of it, so that's why a lot of the early videos were out of frame and out of focus, because I couldn't see what I was doing. So yeah, the glasses are necessary and they're not going anywhere, I'm afraid. And if they distract you, this is not the channel for you, because like I say, they're not going anywhere. I did mention this in a vlog, but I decided to delete it because of some of the stuff that was going on in the world at the moment, and me rabbiting on about my personal boundaries felt frivolous at the time. But personal boundaries are very, very important, and whilst I openly ask for constructive criticism on the things that I make, what I won't tolerate is any kind of criticism, be it constructive or otherwise, on my personal physical being, my body type, my shape, my weight, my eyelashes, my glasses, my hair colour, any of those things. If you find anything about me annoying or distracting, this is not the channel for you. And there are plenty of other sewing channels out there for you to go and have a look at. And it's not just me. My entire internet corner of the internet is a safe space for anybody to be and to portray themselves as they want to, and I will not tolerate negative criticism on anyone else's appearance as well as my own. As much as the person who wrote the comment said this is kindly meant, if you have to preface a comment with I don't mean to be, you know, I mean this kindly, or this is meant nicely, then really think about what you're putting in your comment. Is it necessary? You know, is it nice? Is it kind? Is it necessary? Does it add value? Is it constructive? Yeah, if you're having to preface things with I mean this nicely but, then perhaps don't say it. Not saying that you can't have the opinion, because everybody is entitled to their own opinions, 100%. Not saying you can't have your opinion, but if it's a negative opinion about me, I don't need to know it. It's your opinion of me is none of my business, and you do you. But yeah. So thank you to Rachel Lynn for your comments on that comment. I did see them, I do appreciate them. I have deleted the comment and blocked the user, so your comments have disappeared as well, but I did see it and thank you very much. And that's another thing as well. I don't expect or want anyone to have to feel the need to stand up or to come back to those kinds of things. I want this to be a happy, safe, uplifting place on the internet. I want it to be somewhere people can come for escapism and things like that. And yes, I have spoken about serious topics in the past. I will continue to do that, but I just think that people's personal appearance is not open for discussion. So anyway, I'm going to fix my nail, going to try and carry on with my 7537. I'm not sure if I like the cuffs. I've got another sleeve here. Which sleeve is this? It's this side. I think I like the cuffs. It's my first time ever doing shearing. I think I told you guys. Actually I think they're kind of cute. I do think they're kind of cute. They are maybe a little twee, but I do think they're cute. I'm not sure if I'm going to put the trim on them. I think that might be a step too far. The other thing that I can do is actually put another line or two of shearing in just to finish that edge off. That is another option. It's going to be difficult to do, but if I decide that I don't like that little ruffle down the end, although it is kind of cute, it might, I don't know. We shall have to see. But I can always corral that with a little bit more shearing if necessary. Got one sleeve on, one sleeve off. So today it's all going to be about making the skirt. I am going to work out the length of the bottom tier, because the pieces of lace trim that I have are 7 meters long. I think the bottom tier is going to be just over that, and I might adjust it so that it is the correct length, so that I don't have to piece any of the trim around the bottom. Because of the way I'm putting it on, I'm not sure how that's going to look, but again, I have some fabric to experiment, so I will do that. But yeah, I'm going to stop waffling because that was 10.5 minutes of waffle. So get on with some work. Let's see how this dress turns out. I am hopeful. I think it's going to be really, really cute. I think it's going to be something that I'm going to want to do again. We shall see.
2,000 years later.
Okay, dress is complete in construction, but I still have a lot of trim to add. I think I need to cut, yeah, I'm going to need to cut into the little bobbles at the back so that they will sit flat, because at the moment they're popping up because the actual bubbles are attached to each other at the sides. So if I clip into the ones at the back, hopefully that'll allow them to sit flatly. Let me just tip you down a little bit. So this dress was always very cleavage-tastic. This neckline gaped a little bit. It still is. I need to take maybe another 1/4 inch out of it. I've taken a 1/2 inch wedge out, which I think if I ever wanted to wear it without the lace-up details, then that would work really well. This side's sitting slightly better than this side, but we are all asymmetric, so that's not a surprise. But yeah, I have put the eyelets in and I have made the cord, so I'll put those on. I lengthened the sleeves by an extra 2 inches for the kind of sheared cuffs with the little ruffles, and actually I do think I like them. I don't think I'm going to put the trim onto the cuff though. I don't think I'm gonna like it. I might pin some on and just see. I do love the trim around these little bits that I've done so far, so I am gonna add it to the waistline because I think it's gonna help balance things out. And then I need to add it to every tier of the skirt, which is huge, as we know. I mean, the hem of this is 7 meters wide. This fabric's 140 and I've got 5 strips of 12-inch strips around the hem, so yeah, the hem of this is 7 meters. Turns out I have 6 meters of the lace fabric, not 7, so I've got 6 meters of all the trims, so I am going to have to piece the trim in the bottom anyway, so I didn't have to alter the bottom of the hem at all. This fabric is beautiful. This dress is gorgeous, and I love all the different variations that you can do with it. As you know, the previous 2 that I've done have had the ruffle, 1 ruffle at the neckline. The pattern does come with 2, but I think that might be a little bit much even for me. I've also done it when the original sew along with the bias binding on the outside to hide all the seam allowances. I really like that dress as well. I think now that I've kind of worked out the neckline, like I say, I might just take out an extra, just a 1/4 inch, just to make that sit a little bit flusher. But it is very cleavage-tastic without the lacing over the front, which I, like I say, have made and have put the eyelets in for, but it is nice to have the option to not do that. Could always perhaps maybe sew it up just a little bit higher, maybe an inch higher, although as we all know, I'm not opposed to cleavage. But yes, there's lots of finishing work to do for this. The midriff waistband needs to be slip stitched into place. The trims all need to be put on, but very happy with this, indeed. I think once all the trim is on, it's going to look really pretty, but you guys will have to wait to see the reveal video to see how it looks in all its finished glory. But I wanted to show you what I got up to today. I was going to put the waffle, like the beginning of today, onto yesterday's waffle and put it out this afternoon, but by the time I looked at my phone it was 4:45 and the video is meant to go out at 5 and I hadn't even started. So I put the fabric haul out a day early, and I hope you guys are enjoying that. You seem to be excited about all the things. I've already got 2 of them fully sewn. Well, like I say, this one's got construction, it just needs a lot of finishing work, but I have two of those projects sewn. I've got one other one cut out, then just the super secret squirrel dress to work on, and then all of the fabrics you'll have seen will be done, which never happens. And I have the rest of July's plans to work on, so you know, there is that. So I'm gonna call it a night. I hope you've enjoyed the last couple of days. I've had a lovely time making this dress. I always do. I love this pattern, and there is a sew along for it up here, and it will be linked in the description down below as well. So if you would like to make your own version of this, there is the sew along for the original with the original skirt, and then there is also the tiered and gathered skirt, which is what I've done with this fabric, and you can easily add on a half circle skirt or a full circle skirt or any kind of circle skirt that you would like onto this as well. Just remember you have a side zipper, which I've put in this side for some reason this time. It's been a good day, so I will see you all tomorrow for some more waffle, and then on Saturday for the can I make a wrap dress in a day? The answer is yes, yes I can. So I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you all then. Bye.